Police and prosecutors have been using DNA for more than 2 decades to link or clear suspects in crimes. These genetic fingerprints can be harvested from almost anything from the human body: flecks of skin, strings of saliva, chips of toenails. From these samples, researchers isolate and identify a person's unique DNA, the famous double helix. Each twisting ladder is made up of billions of rungs built from 4 types of chemicals called nucleotides. Scientists only need to zero in on about a dozen relatively short sequences to match a suspect to a crime scene. But what if you're not looking for an individual person, but an entire species, and not at a single location, but in a river system that stretches across an entire state? For years, scientists have worried that 2 species of Asian carp will make their way up the Mississippi River Basin, past an electric fish barrier, into Lake Michigan, and eventually all the Great Lakes. To track the carp's progress, scientists have turned to DNA analysis, which works in the wild because fish leave a genetic trail through their mucus, urine, and feces. To see if the carp had breached the electric barrier, scientists have been sampling the Chicago shipping canals. The water samples contain DNA from many species lurking in the canal. So how do you determine if any of that DNA belongs to an Asian carp? First, all the DNA strands from all the species in the sample are unzipped with heat. Then scientists add specific genetic markers to the sample that will only attach to Asian carp DNA. Then the sample is cooled, and that starts a zipper-like process in which free-floating nucleotides are drawn into place on each of the separated strands of the targeted species' DNA, creating 2 pieces of DNA instead of 1. The cycle is repeated until that strand is amplified into 1 billion or more. Scientists then add another chemical which causes a positive sample to glow under an ultraviolet light. Now your eyes can track the advance of a previously invisible fish, where it's been, and where it may be going.